Good students, how's everything? I hope you are fine and everything is good. I hope you are keeping safe too. Good evening, Maria. Good evening, Sidra. Hello, Tariq. Good evening, Rawam. Good evening, Noor. Hello, Abdul Hamid. Good evening. Hello, Juba. Great to see you guys. I'm really happy to see you and meet you again. You don't know how excited um, I am when I give you some sessions. Thank you very much for attending my sessions. Yes, hello, Ibrahim. Hi. Okay. I'm really happy to see you guys. Okay, because I know how much time you need and how much effort you need to exert. I mean, to attend these sessions. It needs a lot of time and a lot of effort. This means that you have a great passion to learn English and a great passion to attend my sessions. I really appreciate these things. Thank you very much. That's why I tell you I'm happy every time I see you. Great. So we have yes, a good number of students. Yeah, guys. So let's start with our session today, which is session 15. Session number 15. And today we're going to start with chapter 4, as I told you before. You remember, I mean, last time we talked about different things. We finished, I mean, chapter 3, and we mentioned some really important grammatical rules that you need in the exam, and also you need when you write a paragraph. So you need to use these things. And let's have a quick review of the things that we've taken. So if we go to the session, let's say the last thing we took. No problem. Okay, so this is what we finished. I mean, yesterday we talked about such as, the meaning of such as, and how we use it in context. We said we use it to join two sentences together, and it gives us examples. So whenever we have examples, we can use this phrase. We can use it, I mean, instead of for example, for instance, or such as. And we did an exercise about that. And also we have a text, a paragraph with some mistakes. And we found out these mistakes together. For example, such as the place where we need to add the phrase such as, and some mistakes from the paragraph. I mean, these mistakes are related to countable nouns, uncountable nouns, the plural s. It's very simple, guys. When you know how to find the mistakes in any text, it means that your writing skill is improving, so that you can avoid these mistakes when you write a paragraph. It's very important. And yeah, of course, good for writing. And then so we made the difference examples for count and uncount or non-count nouns. Difference between some and any. We said we use some with questions only when these questions are requests or offers. But for ordinary questions, we use any, not some. That's the point. And we did emphasize about that. So we the difference in lot of, many, and much. And we said all of them means or express a large quantity of something. The only difference is that we use a lot for positive sentences, and yet we use them in negatives and questions. But of course, no problem, we can use a lot of in questions and negatives sometimes. So it's not wrong. Maybe in informal language is not wrong, at least. again, we saw how much we use them in questions, how many for countable nouns, how much for uncountable nouns, and we have auxiliary verbs such as could, would, will, and can, and we said we use them for requests, offers, and permission. Okay, and I told you, I mean, this is very simple, guys. I mean, because each, let's say, modal verb can have more than one function, more than one meaning. So as you can see in front of you, for request we use all of these things, not just one. The only difference is between formalities. One is more polite than the other, just. One is formal, the other one is informal. But we can use all of them. تمام؟ Something for offers، أخذنا للoffers وأخذنا للفعل. فقلت لكم يعني formal verb بيكون له أكثر من استخدام. فهذا الشيء بالعكس بيعطيكم أريحية إنه أنا ما في عندي شيء معين إذا ما حطيته معناتها خطأ أو راحت الإجابة. لا، ممكن نحن عندنا أكثر من خيار. Okay? As you can see here in front of you in number 4, I can use could, I can use would, I can use can, I can use will. When? For requests. So can you give me the recipe? Would you give me? Can you give me? Will you give me? You see? So كلنا أنا بستخدم للريكوست. هلا الاختلاف الوحيد اللي قلت لكم هو إنه واحد فورمال الثاني مثلا ما له فورمال أو أقل. تمام؟ واحد بنستخدمه بسياقات أكاديمية أكثر، الثاني مثلا when you have a conversation with a friend. Okay? And the same for offers. I can say may, I can say can. بس طبعا may نحن قلنا هي more formal، فالاختلاف هو بالformality. أو الاختلاف خلينا نقول politeness. One modal verb is more polite than the other, and this way and so on. Yes. So this is the point. Any questions about the previous? Any question about the previous session أو حتى من أي شيء أخذناه نحن من قبل؟ تمام؟ حتى يعني نحن لحد الآن صار خلصنا من خلينا نقول أول 3 وحدات، فحتى إذا حدا عنده أي سؤال بخصوص الوحدات اللي قبل no problem. Of course yes. طيب معناها إذا ما عندكم let's start with chapter 4, guys. And I told you like usually we have a picture. We need to look at this picture and try to guess maybe the meaning of these things now. Okay. Let's go to another thing. Okay, guys. Now, this is chapter 4. If you look at the picture in front of you, now as you can see, I want you to try just to describe what you can see in the picture. Before we read the title, before we go to the title of this chapter, I want you just to look at this picture and try to describe the things we have. So what can you see, guys, in front of you? You can tell me. Try just to describe the picture in simple words. Okay? Yes, Tariq, tick. What do you mean by tick people? What do you mean here by trace? You mean a race, not a trace, race? Yes, Maria, kids are playing. Yes, Ibrahim, children. Okay, children are playing. And with basket, do we have a basketball? Maybe at, yes, at front of the picture, yes, at the back. Yes, we have bicycles. حلو كتير بسكليت. لا هلا لا في الجملة بالأجنبي هلا صارت بسكليت بس في bicycle. Yeah, that's the point. So we have children, we have men, and we have some bicycles. Maybe we have some people are riding bicycles. As you can see, we have children riding a bicycle. We have young people riding bicycles. Do we have tennis or something like that? We have maybe restaurants. We have some cars. Yeah. So that's the point. Good evening, Anna. So yeah, we have some cars. That's the point. So as you can see, it means here we have a street. We have a street like full of activities, Now, if we look at the title here, you see if is related to the picture. What's the relationship between this title in the community and the picture in front of you? Community. Do you know? Yes. The meaning of community, or what does that mean in the community? Yeah. The meaning of community. What's the meaning of community, and what's the relationship between the title in the community and the picture in front of you? Yes, any suggestions? Yes, and that's people lives. Yes, good, excellent, it could be. When I say community, people life, I'm talking about the people life, people's life, let's say the social life, yes, Huda. Okay, and we are talking about daily life. Yes, so that's the point. So community means the place where you are living in. So each one of you, okay, is surrounded by a community. Each one of you is surrounded by a community. And me, where I'm living, surrounded by a community. You are living, for example, in Homs, you are living in Suela, you are living in Damascus, you are living in Hama, for example. So each one of you has a community. The community where, okay, you are living. The community where you are living. So this is if we are talking about, let's say, cities. If we are talking about countries, each country has a community. We have the Syrian community. We have the Lebanese community. Okay, in Jordan we have a community. In London we have a community. In the United States we have a community. Okay, so that's the community where we are living in, where we are surrounding with people. So in Syria, for example, let's talk about neighborhoods. Let's talk and the Gulf community. Let's talk about neighborhoods. You know neighborhoods. I'm going to write it here. You know neighborhoods. So I am living in a neighborhood, or each neighborhood has a community, small community. You are living in another neighborhood. Of course, that neighborhood has a small community, the people living around you. Okay, so this is the meaning of a community, where you are surrounded with people, where you are living now. Okay, so we say like community. And as you can see, yes, exactly, Anna. So here we are talking about all the people who live in a particular area or country when talked about as a group. So this is the community. We are talking about a group of people, okay, who live in a particular area. So you are living, for example, in Saudi Arabia, you have a community, okay? The community where you are living is different from the community where we are living. That's the point, okay? So community means all the people who live in a particular area or particular country when we are talking about them as a group. So here in front of you in the picture, we have a group of people. So this group of people is a community. Okay, so this neighborhood, it's like a street. It looks like a street, a neighborhood. And it has a lot of people. So these people are living in this place. It means this is community. Okay, so again, I repeat again معناتها. برجع بعيد. Community means all the people living in a place. All the people living in a particular place, living in a country. So in Syria, we have a community. In London, we have a community. In Lebanon, we have a community. Why? Because community means all the people living in a place. A group of people living in a place. تمام؟ فهي كلمة الكوميونتي. ده meaning فهي معناتها أنا عم بقصد فيها الأشخاص اللي عم بيعيشوا بمكان معين. إذا أنا بدي أعرف هدول الأشخاص اللي عم بيعيشوا بمكان معين فهن أنا بقول عنهم إنه هو المجتمع. أوكي؟ فشو إذا بدي أعرف كلمة المجتمع شو هو؟ الأشخاص اللي بتعيش بمكان معين. So this is community. تمام؟ فبكل محل يعني إذا بدنا نحكي على مستوى الأحياء في community، مستوى الدول في community، مستوى المدن كمان في community. All the people living in a place, in an area, specific area. Yes, that's the point, exactly. Okay? So all the people living in a place or country. All the people living in a place or country. Yes. So this is the meaning of that. So كثير مهم إنه نحن نفهم مع طالب آخذ فكرة إنه هالشابتر يلي رح نبلش فيه رح يحكي عن هالقصص. Okay, community. Where do you go? Where do you live? What do you do in your life? Something like that. But this is what important talks about the second half. Go to the listening. Okay, guys. Now, as usual, in the listening part, we have 3 sections. We have before you listen, and after you listen. Now, before you listen, I told you this is this is what this is an introduction to the unit, introduction to the listening section. Now, and here they tell us to talk about our community. So each one of us has a community. Now, they tell us to talk about this community by answering the following questions. Okay, now, if I ask you a question, guys, in your community, where do you go to get some cash? Yes, so this is a question for all. Where do you go to get some cash? Okay, Anas, good. To ATM, excellent. Anas, yes, Jima and Fatima to the bank, great. So some people ask, yes, great, we have different answers. Some people go to the ATM machine, like Anas, for example, ATM machine, to get some cash. Some people go to the bank to get some cash. Some people, for example, do not have accounts in the bank. So they get money from their families, they get money from their friends, or from different jobs. So that's the point. So that's where we get some cash. Okay, so some people use ATM, some people use the bank. Another question, guys. Where do you go to clean your dirty clothes? Where do you go to clean your dirty clothes? Yes, any suggestion? Where do you go to clean your dirty clothes? Okay, worker cleaning. Good. Okay, it could be yes, Fatima, dry cleaning, laundry. Great, guys. Rawa, you go to laundry. Brahim, in English, you have to say that. Sorry, in my house with washing machine. Excellent, sorry. Dry cleaners, Fatima, yes, great, guys. So we have different answers. So some people, for example, go to the laundry. Some people go to the laundry. Some people at home, they use the washing machine at home. Some people, for example, go to dry cleaners. And now we will see the difference between laundry and dry cleaners. Excellent, guys. فمعناتها أنا في عندي كثير شغلات مختلفة. أوكي يعني في كل شخص حسب هو مو متعود. Some people do that at home. Some people go to a shop or a store to do that. No, and it's different, of course. It's different. Now we will see the difference between them. But where do you go to develop something? Where do you go to develop something? Yes, who knows? What does it mean, by the way, to develop something? Yes, جيمات فيلم. هلا أول شيء أنت عرفتي شو معناه develop a film? It's not like that, Jima. Not to watch. It's not like watching a movie or watching a series. Photoshop, okay. Fatima is studio, special studio. Good. Yes, it could be like that. Photographer, great, excellent. Sorry, and the others. هلا هي فكرة إنه الفيلم. This is when you have a camera. You know that in every camera we have a film. When you get some photos, when you take photos, they are stored in a film. When you finish taking the photos, you get out the film and go to a studio and give them to the photographer, and he will get you the photos. You know that? Yes, exactly, Noah. That's the point. Exactly. فنحن بكيف كاميرا في عندنا فيلم. هو الفيلم بيكون عبارة عن ذكرة اوكي من بلاستيك. يعني بيكون الفيلم هو مثل ذكرة من بلاستيك. اوكي، فهون تتخزن الصور. فنحن بعد ما نجي بنروح بنروح للاستديو مثلا، هو بيحمل لنا اياهم، بيطلع لنا الصور. فانا هي عملية التحميض، يعني انه انا احمل الفيلم لحتى اخذ الصور، بنسميها to develop something. Okay, to develop something. هلا مو شرط يعني some، ممكن انا احط بدلها A to develop a film. Okay, فهي انه العلاقة بالمعدود او غير معدود. بس نحن to develop a film. So where do we go to develop a film? I told you we go to a studio, etc. Or to the photographer. تمام. فحلو هيك يعني هدول التراكيب او المصطلحات حاولوا يعني تحطوهم على طرف لحتى دائما نفتح الوقت. طيب where do you go to pay a traffic ticket? Where do you go to pay a traffic ticket? Where do you go to pay a traffic office ticket? Okay, it could be, yes. Or caffeine, we have a caffeine, we have transport center. So we have traffic police. Yeah, okay, so we have different, let's say, command traffic police. No traffic police. على traffic police هو شرطي المرور. Traffic police. That's the point. ممكن تمام. Or you go to a specific place. ممكن يكون في place like a building where you go and do that. Yes, we don't have a website. Yes, of course, Salah. So we have a new student, guys. Oh my God. Turn off the mic, please. Rasha, you are so late. Rasha, this is the first time you attend here. Are you one of my students? Yes, sorry. Traffic police station. That's the point. So we have different places. طبعا بيختلف هذا الشيء من دولة لأخرى. يعني for example, Anas, he said you can do that using the website on the internet. Some people know have different things. Okay, now the last question: where do you go to buy some medicine? Where do you go to buy some medicine? Where do you go to buy some medicine? Yes, Abdul Hamid, pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy. Yeah, great guys, excellent. So that's the point. Nice. Do we have هلا مو شرط from hospitals, you know? You can have also. We have another name for pharmacy. We have something called drug store. So this is again from drug store. We can buy medicine, okay, from drug store. Okay, so yes, health center. So we have different things. Okay guys, شايفين هدول الأسئلة اللي نحن عم نجاوبهم. طبعا this is becoming يعني community. This is in your community where we live, we do these things. تمام? So okay, it could be Gina. Now if you look at this picture, guys, this picture, what can you see in front of you? What do we have? Now, yes, what is happening? What is happening? If you look at this picture, what is happening? Okay, a man running in the street. Okay, a man running in the street. Excellent. Sorry. What else? Cutting. We don't say cut street, Gina. We say crossing the street. Yes. More excellent. A boy crossing a street. Great. A boy crossing a street. What else? Is it like legal to cross the street in this way? Is it a good way to cross the street in this way? Okay, no problem, Sidra, but try to be with us. Somebody walking unpolitely, but it's a wrong way. You see, we have cars on both sides. And this guy, yes, good, Maria, excellent. This car, we have a traffic here. This boy, okay, is not paying attention to the cars. If you can see, he is looking at us. He is looking at us, and there is a car coming. So he might have an accident. Okay, so this is illegal. He is crossing the street illegally without paying attention to the cars. Yes, that's the point. Excellent. طبعا هذا الشيء نحن في له تسمية طبعا، يعني ان الشخص اللي بيقطع بهي الطريقة في له اسم. هلا رح نتعرف على هدول القصص. Okay, but this is what we have in this picture. This is what we have in this picture. Great, guys. Now, as usual, this is an introduction. I told you, this is an introduction to the reading, to the listening part. Now, the vocabulary. We have some expressions. We are going to find out the meanings of these expressions and read them and then try to have some definitions. To find definitions of these expressions and then we can use them into context. Okay, so we have some sentences. We are going to fill in the gap with these expressions. But before that, let's try to get the meaning. Let's try to guess the meaning of these expressions. And then we go to the sentences and use these expressions in their appropriate place. Okay, now, first of all, guys, let's try to look at this one. Give me a ride. Do you know the meaning of this expression? What does it mean? Give me a ride. No, sorry, not like that. Not like this. Yes, شو برأيكم معنى إنه give me a ride? What does it mean? No, Gina, not like this. Give me a ride. Okay, Huda, get a transportation. Get a transportation. Is it like a free one, or you have to pay money? Is it like any transportation, or you are talking with a friend, for example, to give you a ride? طيب هلا هنا قربت شوي من المعنى. Get, yes, Fadila, good, excellent. Take me with you. Yes, this is the meaning of give me a ride. No, sorry, not like this. Give me a ride means, let's say, give me a lift. It means give me a lift. It's like a free ride in a car to go to a place, to go to a particular place. This is the meaning of ride. Give me a ride. طبعا ride هون اجت بمعنى اسم هي، تمام؟ It's like a free ride in a car to get to a place. A free ride in a car to go to a specific place, for example. كثير بتصير هلا بايامنا الحاليه لما بما انه يعني في ازمه مواصلات، اوكي، فكثير عم بتصير هالايام. فيو ask somebody, sometimes you ask somebody, could you give me a ride? Could you give me a ride؟ يعني انه يعطيك مثلا ياخذك معه، اوكي، to a place you want to get to. طبعا of course I'm going to write everything here, guys. I'm going to write everything here because I'm planning. Okay, but then I write the definitions for you in a Word document. So this is give me a ride means give me a lift, or give me a lift in your car to the place I want to go to. Okay, now if you go to run errands. What does it mean? Run errands. Yes, Maria. Good, Maria, excellent, but we don't say running stuff. هلا كلمة run هي الفعل، بس أنا ما بترجمها مع كلمة errands. يعني errands هي صح، هي المهمات، يعني tasks. Okay. errands here means task. But yes, Huda, good. To perform a task, excellent. To run errands, it means to perform a task. Okay? For example, you had a lot of things to do. You have a lot of things to do today. When you wake up in the morning, you say, I have a lot of things to do. I have to do 1, I have to do 2, I have to do 3, and run, some errands. تمام؟ فرun some errands مشان ما اذكر انا الاشياء اللي عندي اياها كمادة، يعني انه عندي كمان كثير شغلات، يعني فيني انا اقول and a lot of other things. Okay? A lot of other things. بدل ما أنا أقول a lot of other things, okay, I have to run some errands to perform some tasks. فهون تمام errands معناها tasks. I write tasks to perform today. No, you have to use errands in a sentence, not the example. Not only today, any day, to perform a task. Okay, this is the meaning of run errands. The meaning of run errands. Again, it means this is when you do something for somebody that involves going somewhere to take a message, to buy something, to deliver goods. يعني مثلا أنا راح أكتب لكم مثال. He often runs errands for his grandmother. شو معناتها هي الجملة؟ He often runs errands for his grandmother. يعني هو بينفذ الشغلات اللي بتقول له اياها جدته. اوكي، يعني بيقوم ببعض الشغلات اللي بتقول له عليها، مثلا بتقول له روح اشتري لي شغله معينه، روح جيب لي هالغرض، روح اعمل لي هيك. فانا مش هقرا لكم بهالتفاصيل، خلص he runs some errands. So he often runs errands for his grandmother. إذا حدا مثلا قال لك إنه روحي اعملي لي هي الشغلة، أو إنك قالت لك اعملي لي هي القصة، فأنت بدك تروحي تعمليها. أوكي؟ هلا في شغلة ثانية بما إنه عم نحكي عن errands، تمام؟ إذا حدا مثلا طلب منا شيء نعمله ونحن بنعرف إنه هذا العمل ما رح ينجح، يعني ما رح يصير بالأخير. تمام؟ فشو بنقول عن هذا الشيء؟ Yes, excellent, Gina. That's the point. تمام؟ فبهالطريقة. طيب هلا إذا كان حدا عم بيقول لي إنه أنا أعمل شيء أو أنا بدي أعمل شيء بس عشان إنه ما رح ينجح هذا الشيء. Okay, so شو بسمي هي الحالة؟ كيف ممكن أعبر عنها بالإنجليش؟ بقول عنها fool's errand. Okay, fool's ثواني. Okay, errand. هلا fool's errand هي الشيء اللي أنا مثلا المهمة اللي أنا عم بعملها وبعرف إنه ما رح تجيب نتيجة بالأخير. يعني مثلا قال لي مثال مثلا he sent me on a fool's errand. He sent me on a fool's errand. يعني بعثني على مهمة بس أنا بعرف إنه there is no hope، ما رح تنجح. Okay. He sent me on a fool's errand. فالمهمة هي الفاشلة اللي ما رح تنجح، so بنسميها fool's errand. Yes. تمام؟ طبعا هدول المصطلحات هلا رح نحطهم نحن ضمن سياقات معينة لحتى يتثبتوا معنا أكثر. بس يعني ما هيك أنا عم أكتب لكم أمثلة لحتى نستوعب الفكرة أكثر. لأنه بالمثال بيتركز المعنى أكثر. Now if you go to the third one, drop off something or somebody. This is a very interesting one, guys. في حلو هذا المصطلح drop off. What does it mean? No, Anas, not keep something. No, Gina, not fall. Drop off. No. طيب هلا drop off شو معناتها؟ معناتها this is when you take somebody or something to another place on your way. Okay, when you take somebody or something on your way to another place. You got the meaning? Very, very nice. يعني إنه أنت تاخذ حدا او توصله بطريقك. drop off. طبعا هذا الشيء ما بس بنطبقه على الاشخاص، ممكن على الاشياء. يعني مثلا انا اذا قلت مثلا انت جيت لعندي ونسيت جاكيتك عندي ورحت بعدها، انا حكيت معي خبرني. اوكي انا شو بقول لك هون بهي الحاله؟ اوكي بقول لك انا مثلا you okay or let's say I can drop it off on my way to work yesterday. انه انا خلص بجيب لك اياه بطريقي بكره على الشغل. I can drop it off on my way to work tomorrow. I can drop it off on my way to work tomorrow. Yes تقريبا هلا هي تقريبا بس هلا give me a ride مو شرط انه انت مثلا يكون على طريقك او شيء. اما drop off هو بده يكون على طريقك حصرا. Okay يعني drop off means to deliver or send something. Okay to deliver something on the way to somewhere else. So that's the point. يعني عرفت الفكرة؟ يعني هلا مثلا أنا ممكن أكون بالشارع مثلا وشفت حدا أو شفت رفيقي مثلا وقلت له إنه give me a ride. طالعني معه بطريقك مثلا، أوكي؟ شفته بالشارع وقلت له أوكي وصلني بطريقك، ممكن هون نستخدم give me a ride. أما drop off it means to deliver something on the way to somewhere else. Or to deliver somebody on the way to somewhere else. كمان ممكن أنا أقول أستخدمها بنفس الطريقة. drop off. تمام yes. يعني أنا ممكن أقول can you drop me off near the bank? Can you drop me off near the bank? ممكن توصلني بطريقك على البنك. Yes, excellent Anas. Drop off some food. طبعا off double S not one S. اوكي فبهالطريقة. good طيب هلا بقى بدي تعطوني الفرق بين dry cleaners and do laundry. dry cleaners and do laundry. What's the difference between them? dry cleaners and do laundry. هلا مو تشخيص الغسيل جينا بالمعنى الحرفي، okay, not like that. No. We use both of them for washing clothes. هنا كنا بنستخدمه نحن للغسيل، تمام، غسيل اللبس مثلا أو غلط. But yes, dry cleaners we clean without water. Excellent. We clean something without water, but we use what? We use chemicals. مواد كيميائية. Okay. This is dry cleaner. Okay. So dry cleaner to clean, for example, clothes, to clean carpets, to clean curtains, but without water. We clean using what? Chemicals. But do laundry means to wash your clothes using water and using soap, for example, etc. Okay? فهي الفرق بين dry cleaners and do laundry. Do laundry هو الغسيل العادي اللي نحن بنعرفه. Okay? But dry cleaners we don't use water, we use chemicals in dry cleaners. We use chemicals, not water. Okay guys, great. Convenience, we talked about convenience. We said convenience means comfortable. Convenience means comfortable. We talked about that. Cash a check means What does it mean, cash a check? Cash a check. Yes, you know check. This is when you cash a check. Yes, sorry, in the bank. When you go to the bank and you exchange this check for money, for the money that it's worth. انتم هون the money that it is. ذكرتوا كلمة worth يلي حكيت لكم عليها على جروب الواتس انه كيف نستخدمها. So بقول انا يعني كلمة check when you cash a check you go to the bank and you exchange this check for the money that it's worth. ما بقول it's worth لأن نحن قلنا worth هي الصفة. فأنا لازم يكون في عندي فعل اللي هو is. ذكرتوها؟ Okay, so this is cash a check. So cash a check, you exchange this check for the money that it is worth. Great, excellent. يعني شفتوا كل شيء بنتعلمه نحن لو كان انه هيك خارجي مثل كلمة وورث بالصدفة اعطيتكم اياها انا بس ولكن لما هلا مثلا خلال الدرس عدت علينا خلص صرنا نعرف نحن كيف انه نستخدمها. اوكي صرنا نتذكر فكل شيء مترابط مع بعضه. اوكي ما في شيء انه والله نحن بس نركز على الكتاب او نركز على شيء خارجي كله مترابط مع بعض. Okay guys, so we have got to. The meaning of have got to is the same as have to or must. يعني أنا وقت بقول I have got to go, I've got to go, or I have got to study, it means I have to study, I have to go, or I must study, I must go. The same meaning. Okay, بس هي وقت أنا عم بستخدم have got to هي شوي informal يعني عامية أكثر. I have got to go, I have got to study. The same thing. Not just to do something, must. You must do something. You must do something specific. And the last one, guys, jaywalking. Jaywalking. But if you look here, guys, jaywalking, the jaywalk. This is jaywalking. When you cross the street illegally without paying attention to the traffic. When you cross the street without paying attention to the traffic, this is jaywalking. طبعا هي الاسم يعني فينا نشتق منها أكثر من part of speech. يعني أنا ممكن أقول مثلا jaywalker ثواني تمام. هلا جاي ووكر هو الشخص يلي عم يقطع الشارع بهالطريقه. اوكي الشخص نفسه. اذا بدي استخدمها كفعل فيني اقول جاي ووك. جاي ووك is a verb. الاسم منها يعني العمليه كلها يلي بترمز لهالقصه بنسميها جاي ووكينج. So jaywalking is a noun, jaywalk is a verb, and jaywalker is a noun. But this noun refers to the person who does the action. Okay? Hello. Any question about that? Yes, Gina. Crossing, but movie has يعني movie نحن crossing you cross at the corner. نحن لما بدنا نقطع الشارع we cross at the corner. We don't cross like this. فلما بتقطعي بهي الطريقة ما تنتبهي على السيارات أو السيارات اللي عم تمشي عم بتقطعي هاي صار اسمها جاي ووكينج. طيب هل كريم شفنا؟ بدنا نعبيهم هون بهي الجمل اللي عنا اياهم هون. اوكي؟ طبعا نحن مشان ما نرجع كل وين لفوق ويقطع الصوت take a photo screenshot. Take a screenshot of these words or expressions. then we can use them in the context. What do you mean by not passing buildings, Noor? We don't use it to pass buildings, just in the street, when you cross the street, and when you cross the street, just not buildings. You took screenshots of these expressions, guys? No. الطريقة اللي بتقطع فيها الشارع هي بهالطريقة من دون ما تنتبه للسيارات بنسميها جاي ووكينج. اوكي، ما بنسميها ممر مشاة. ممر مشاة له غير تسمية. Okay, now let's go to this look now. A screenshot. Let's do the exercise here. Now we're going to use the same expressions and put them in these sentences. It depends on the context, according to the context. Okay, guys. Now I want you to raise your hand, and I'll give you the mic to read the sentence with the correct answer. I'm not going to give you the pen because it's difficult for you to use the pen to write a complete phrase or word. It's too long and it takes time. So let's just try to use the mic and read. Who's going to do the first one? Okay, Noor, let's try to do the first one. I gave the mic.
I am very busy this afternoon. I have to go to the bank, mail a package, and run some other errands.
Okay, excellent, Noor. Thank you very much. Okay, so and run some other errands. You see, here where we use this expression. That's why he is busy. Okay, that's why he is busy, because he has a lot of things to do. He has to go to the bank and mail a package and run some other errands. فبدل ما يرجع يذكر الشغلات اللي كمان بده يعملها ليختصر الحديث فبيقول and run some other errands يعني and do a lot of things. بدل ما يقول do a lot of things, just run some other errands. Okay? run some other errands معناتها هدول هن شغلات حدا موكله فيهم انه يعمل. يعني وقت انا عم اقول run some other errands معناتها بدون انه حدا من رفقاته او اهله طلب منه شغلات انه يعملها فرح يعمل هالقصص. فهو ما بده يذكرها قدام العالم فخلص بيقول to run some other errands, to do some tasks. اوكي؟ يعني هلا نحن ترجمنا كلمة errand كشو؟ ترجمناها كلمة task شو معناها؟ مهمة. فأنت المهمة ما أنت عم بتقوم فيها من نفسك، أكيد في حدا موكلك فيها إنه روح اعمل هيك، روح ساوي هيك. Okay, so this is to do some errands. So I'm very busy this afternoon. Why? Because I have a lot of things to do. I have to go to the bank, I have to mail a package, and run some other errands. Do I mean other tasks? Some other tasks that some people told me to do. Great, okay. Got the meaning of some running some errands? Right, number 2. Who wants to do to read number 2? Okay, Anas.
Most teenagers don't know how to dry cleaning. Their mother or father usually washes their clothes for them. Dry.
Okay, so what's your answer, Anas? What's your answer?
Dry cleaning?
No, I didn't get that. You can write it, Anas. Write it in the word demo. Yes, do laundry actually, Anas, not dry cleaning. Okay, most teenagers do not know how to do laundry. They don't know how to do the washing. They don't know how to do the washing. That's why their mother, طبعا ما بدي أكمل لأنه صعب. That's why their mother and father usually washes their clothes for them. Okay, just do laundry because we said, I mean, dry cleaners they use chemicals, not water. And here we are talking about mother, father, and children and teenagers. So it's just washing. Do the laundry. Okay, number 3, guys. Yes, Gina. Are you reading? We can't hear you. Okay, it's very convenient. Yes, excellent. It's very convenient to have a bus stop in front of my house. It's very convenient. Okay, great. Next one, number 4, guys. Let's see another one. Noor, okay.
My car doesn't work and I need to be at my job in 30 minutes. Can you give me a ride?
Yes, good, excellent, Noor. Thank you very much. So my car doesn't work and I need to be at my job in 30 minutes. Can you give me a ride? Excellent, guys. Can you give me? Can you give me a ride? Okay, great. Number 5 is going to be number 5. Let's see, Anas.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk to you right now. My class starts in 5 minutes. I drop off and go.
Okay, do you agree with Anas? Thank you, Anas. Let's see another one if you can. Okay, sorry, I'll give you the mic if you can read the sentence.
I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now. My class starts in 5 minutes. I have got to go.
Yes, good, excellent. Sorry, so I've got to go, or I have to go. So I have to go, or I have got to go. It means I must go. Why? Because my class starts in 5 minutes. Okay, Anas? So that's the point. فنحن كيف عم نعرف؟ It depends on the context. يعني حسب الكونتكست نحن عم نجاوب بهي الطريقة. Okay? But another one, number 6, guys. Who's going to do the number 6? If you raise your hands and okay, Abdul Hamid. Okay, Abdul Hamid, what's your answer? Dry cleaners, you mean? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I can't wash my beautiful new jacket in a washing machine. I need to take it to the dry cleaner. طبعا هون بدنا ننتبه لنقطة شباب انه ما بحط انا dry cleaners لانه dry cleaners هي جمع فانا اذا بدي اعمل مفرد بحط apostrophe s dry cleaners. اوكي هي اذا بدي اعمل مفرد يعني هي اساسا dry cleaners shop or dry cleaners store بس انا مشان ما اكتب shop or store اختصر فبكفي او dry cleaners. هي اذا مفرد اما اذا كان الجمع بس بشيل الابوستروفي فبتصير dry cleaners. تمام فبدنا ننتبه لهي النقطة انه اذا مفرد apostrophe s إذا جمع just s. 7 guys who's going to do 7. Number 7, before you can, yes. Okay, Anas.
Before you can cash a check, you need to
Yes,
sign
excellent.
your name on the back. Then you have to show your ID.
Yes, thank you very much, Anas. So before you can cash a check, excellent, this is your command. Before you cash a check, you need to sign your name on the back, then you have to show your ID. Great, guys. Number 8. Who's going to do 8? David, yes, his daughter at school every morning and picks her up every afternoon. Yes, excellent, guys. Drop off. Drop off. So David drops off his daughter at school every morning and picks her up every afternoon. Okay, no, Jima, it's not run errands. We use run errands for number 1. Here you need to use drop off. فهو إنه عم بيوصل بنته على طريقه every morning, and when he comes back from work he takes his daughter. 5 now, 9, sorry. Yes, if a police officer stopped me when I crossed in the middle of the street, I didn't know that jaywalking is illegal in the United States. Next time I cross at the corner. So this is where we cross. We cross at the corner. So jaywalking is illegal. Jaywalking, ing. Excellent, guys. So this is to cross the street without paying attention to the traffic. You see? Any questions about these things? So هالكلمات نحن أخذناها وحطيناها بcontext in order just to know how we use it. طيب guys. هلا في شيء المشكلة إنه صاير المحادثات يعني نلغيهم بسبب هالقصة. إنه there is no listening. There is no listening. طيب there is a conversation. هلا في conversation رح نشوفها فيها المصطلحات اللي استخدمناهم، تمام؟ اللي تعلمناهم يلي هن just one minute يلي هن jaywalking, develop a film. No problem. لا بدنا نحاول إنه نحن هون نتمرن على المحادثة. طيب شباب. Okay, look at this one guys. شايفين قدامكم هون هاي المحادثة اللي صارت اللي كانوا يعني عم يحكوا فيها كينجي and بيتر، واستخدموا فيها المفردات اللي تعلمناهم من شوي اللي هي some errands for example, drop me off, do the laundry, etc. cash a check. الشغلات اللي تعلمناهم نحن. okay, convenience and jaywalking. طيب هلا انا الفكره اللي بدي اياكم اياها احنا حكينا عليها بس لسه ما جربناها لحد الان، وهلا جربناها بالصف بالسي 3 كانت كثير حلوه. I need 2 students, okay? One is Kenji and the other is Peter, and I want you to read this conversation. طبعا يلي رح اختاره او يلي رح يقوموا مثل ما اتفقنا انه يلي بيكون دوره مثلا كنجي بيفتح المايك وبيقرا سطره وبيرجع بيسكر المايك. ببلش بعدين بيتر بيقرا سطره وبيرجع بيسكر المايك، يعني كل حدا بيقرا السطر تبعه وبيسكر المايك حتى ما يصير ضجة على الكل، ما يصير تشويش. اوكي؟ اوكي I need 2 students. هلا أنس مثلا أنس you are Kenji مثلا. I need another student guys. Another student to read. Yes, who wants to try this? It's very interesting guys, very interesting. You will benefit a lot. طارق. اوكي طارق and طيب معناها طارق and أنس and طارق you are Kenji and أنس is Peter. I'll give you the mic مثل ما اتفقنا كل حدا بيقرا سطره بيسكر. Okay so you can start.
Peter, are you going downtown today?
Oh, wow.
Can you give me a ride? I have to run some errands.
Where do you need to go?
Oh, a lot of places. First, I have got to go to the bank. Could you drop me off at the corner of King, Boulevard and Second Avenues?
King and Second. Oh, sure. I know where that is. But why are you going to the bank? Why don't you use the ATM on campus?
Because I need to cash a check my dad sent me, and the clearance is next door to the bank. I have to back up some clothes there anyway.
There is a laundry room right here on the third floor. You can do your laundry there much cheaper.
I'm not packing up laundry. It's a dry cleaning. By the way, and there a photo shop near there. I need to drop off some films to develop.
A photo shop? Oh yeah, there is probably in the drugstore across the street from the bank.
Just 1 minute هلا طارق انت عم تسكر المايك
Oh, that's continent. So,
لما عم يقرا أنس.
what are you gonna do downtown?
Just 1 minute طارق انت عم تسكر المايك لما عم يقرا أنس. اوكي طيب الفكره انه انت عم بتسكر المايك لما عم يقرا انس لانه لما عم يقرا عم بيصير شوي ضجه. اوكي فطارق لما بتخلص قراءه سكر المايك لحتى يحسن يقرا انس انه بدون صوت. اوكي طارق ما عم بيسكره لما عم يسكت لما عم تخلص فقرتك طارق ما عم بتسكر المايك لهيك عم بيصير في ضجه. اوكي طيب تمام okay no problem. Thank you very much. Excellent guys, excellent. I need other two students. No problem. Thank you very much for this participation. It's a really nice one. مين كمان بيحب يشارك نفس الشيء. I need 2 students who wants to do that to lead the same conversation. Yeah. Anyone else? Very nice. Okay, فاطمة. حدا بيحب يقوم مع فاطمة؟ طيب فاطمة وأحمد. اوكي مرة ثانية بس مثل ما اتفقنا شباب انه لما بتخلصوا السطر تبعكم سكروا المايك عشان لما الثاني يقرأ ما يصير فيه صوت. اوكي يلا بقى.
كمل أنا بيتر.
على فاطمة كنجي وأنس بيتر.
نعيد من البداية ولا نكمل محل ما كنا؟
يس، البداية رح نعيد بس فاطمة رح تبلش بس ما عم نسمعها. اوكي فاطمة ما عم نسمعك. Are you with us فاطمة؟ No. اوكي ممكن يكون في شيء انت ضافيتيه حتى ما عم نسمع.
No, yes,
Yes, now we hear.
sir. Are you going downtown today?
Oh, why?
Can you give me a ride? I have to run some errands.
Where do you need to go? Where do you need to go?
Yes فاطمة. ما سمعنا فاطمة شو حكيتي. continue. اوكي فاطمة ما عم نسمع منك شيء. طيب خليني أنا أكمل مع أنس to continue this conversation. Um, okay Anas, we stopped at yes. You can yes أنا رجعت فكرت لأنه ما عم نسمع من عندك شيء فاطمة. You can start Anas. You are Kenji and I am Peter.
Peter, are you going downtown today?
Oh, why?
Can you give me a ride? I have to run some errands.
Where do you need to go?
Oh, a lot of places. First, I have to go to the bank. Could you drop me off at the corner of King Boulevard and 2nd Avenue?
King and Second? Oh sure, I know where that is. But why are you going to the bank? Why don't you use the ATM on campus?
Because I need to cash a check my dad sent me, and the cleaners is next door to the bank. I have to pick up some clothes there anyway.
There is a laundry room right here on the first floor. You can do your laundry there much cheaper.
I'm not picking up the laundry. It is dry cleaning. By the way, is there a Photoshop near there? I need to drop off some film to develop.
A Photoshop? Oh yeah, there is probably one in the drugstore across the street from the bank.
Oh, that's convenient. So what are you gonna do downtown?
I'm going to the courthouse. I've got to pay a traffic ticket.
No kidding, I'm going there too. I also got a ticket. A ticket.
But Kenji, you do not drive.
I know I got a ticket for jaywalking.
Really?
Yeah, man. Sometimes I miss living in Japan. I could I could cross the street and not worry about stupid rules like jaywalking.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, Anas, for this participation. You see, it's very nice, I mean, to have such a thing. Okay, and we did that with the previous class, class 3, and we had like 4 students who did that. So I ask you to, yes, as I told you before, to try to get your mics, ready when we have such things. Because if you don't have mic, you can't participate in this way. Yes, guys. Okay. Okay. So let's have another thing. Okay. No problem, Fatima. Okay. So let's have another thing. This is the last thing we need to have, which is again related to vocabulary. إذا بتلاحظوا المحادثة اللي من شويقها هي في لها الكلمات يعني أو هي كلمات هي من المحادثة اللي حكينا عليها. For example, bank, cheaper, check, cleaners, clothes, convenient, corner, courthouse. courthouse هو المحل اللي قلنا بندفع فيه التيكت. We have cross, view door, downtown, drugstore. Drugstore, this is pharmacy. I told you we have another name for pharmacy, which is drugstore. Errands, film, give, going, jaywalking, laundry, miss, need, photo, ride, rules, street, traffic use. هاي كلمات كلها يعني بسيطة كلها عدت عليها بالمحادثة and we explained all of them. Do you have any questions about these words? Just to know them and know how we read them. Yeah. Now, the last maybe they tell us the difference between village, town, and city. Now, can you tell me the difference between a village, town, or city? Now, if I ask you a question, where are you living now? Where are you living now? In a city, town, or village? Yes, city. Okay, city. Yes, Damascus city. You mean Jima, Damascus city, not city Damascus. In the city, yes. So most of you are living in a city. Yes, good, great guys. Sorry, okay. So, but what's the difference? What's the difference between a city, village, and town? Do you know any differences about them? Yes, Anas. Okay, courthouse means it means like a building containing courts of law. A building containing courts of law. You know court? Court هي المحكمة. فأنا لما بيكون عندي court house معناته a building that let's say contains these different courts of law in one place. It's not only for paying the ticket. No, for everything related to law. Yes, Ibrahim, city has more people. Okay, it could be city has more people, yes. Fatima, village, the less development from city. Okay, Fatima. Executely in town, yes, Sare. A lot of work in town. That's good. So maybe this is, it's related to the size. City is larger than town and village. And the village is smaller than the city. Good, Huda, excellent. So the village is smaller than the city. But the town is bigger. The town is larger than a village and smaller than a city. تمام هي الفكرة. In the city. Okay, yes. لا مو شرط in the city يعني هي مختلفة عن السيتي. هلا التاون مثل هن مدن صغيرة بيكونوا ما هي مدينة كبيرة يعني مثل مثلا دمشق أليبو or something like that. بتكون مثل مدينة صغيرة وفي عنا الفيلج هي بضيعة ب rural areas. But the town يعني has its own let's say has its own government. Yes, it's like yes, a small place, منطقة خاصة أو ناحية خاصة فيها. Okay, بس ما منقول إنه عنا هي مدينة. Okay, and village, you know, village. This is it's like we found it in rural areas. Yes, exactly. Village, town, and then city. طيب هلا في بعض المفردات بدنا نتابعه واللي هي بدنا نتعلم منها بس كلمة جديدة. They said many large cities in North America have a busy downtown in the center and a quiet suburb outside the city. هلا شو معنى suburb؟ suburb معناتها مثل الcountryside الريف أو المدينة الريف يعني مو إنه الضواحي بنقول عليهم مو إنه المدينة. So a quiet suburb outside the city. Many people prefer to work downtown يعني in the city but to live in the suburbs in the countryside. These people commute. This is the word I want you to learn. Commute. So commute means to travel from home to work and back. And for example, when you go from home to the university or when you go from home to work, this is commute. And when you come back, this is commute. You travel from home to work, from home to school or university. This is you commute. So people commute from home to work and back. So this is the meaning of commute. So it means to travel from home to work and back. But now, as usual, we have some sentences here, and we have some underlined words: smug, crowded, conservative, advantage, and disadvantage, and you have to match them with the definitions here. Now, I want you to raise your hand, and then I'll give you the pen to write a letter next to each number. So who's going to do the first one? Smart? No problem, no. If you want to read, I'll give you the pen for the mic for number one. Okay, you can read the first one. If you want, would you like to read the first one? Yes, I gave you the mic.
Do you know why the color of the sky is brown? It is the smoke from all the cars and factories. The dirty air.
Yes, thank you very much, Noor. To smog means dirty air. طبعا هلا كلمة smog هي اختصار، اوكي؟ يعني أنا وقت بقول smog هي اختصار ل smoke plus fog. فنحن دمجنا الكلمتين it becomes smog. Smog means dirty air. Okay, who's going to do number 2? اوكي يعني سموك هي الدخان وفوق هي ضباب. اذا دمجناها كلها مع بعض فاسمها سموك يعني مثل ضباب دخاني او هيك شيء. So smog means the dirty air. 2 guys, who's going to do that? Yes, Gina. I do not like to take the bus at 5 in the afternoon because it's crowded. Yes, it's full. Yes, thank you very much. It's crowded. Crowded means full of people, with so many people coming home from work. Great. Next one, yeah, number 3, yes, Noor.
Linda the grandmother. Linda the grandmother is very
conservative.
Conservative in her thinking. She doesn't like Frida to wear a short dress or to go out with boys before she is 18 years old. B. All the fashionable traditional.
Yes, old-fashioned and traditional. Thank you very much, Noor. So this is the conservative يعني مثل محافظ يعني conservative, old-fashioned and traditional. Okay, another one, yes, Abdul Hamid, use the pen. Yes, winter in Canada is very cold, but there is also an advantage. There are great places to ski. Yes, thank you very much, Abdul Hamid. So this is A. Advantage means good thing or positive point. Good, excellent. Another one, next one, Anas, let's see. Number 5, use the pen. No problem, Noor, because maybe it's a new word. So we say conservative. Yes, Anna, thank you very much. Patrick wants to work in the United States. His biggest disadvantage is that he doesn't speak English. So this advantage means negative or bad thing. Excellent. Yeah, guys. So any question about that? Okay, great. So إذا بتلاحظوا اليوم درسنا كان كله كلمات جديدة عم نتعلمها، يعني ما إنه هالدرس المعقد أو فيه معلومات كتير كثيفة، بالعكس لطيف خفيف وكلمات حلوة تعلمناها وحاولنا نتمرن عليهم. فبتمنى أنا لما ما بيكون عندنا محاضرة ثقيلة يعني ندرس الشغلات اللي راحت علينا أو نركز للشغلات يعني اللي عم ناخذها مباشرة مثل هالكلمات اللي أخذناها. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Next time I'm going to start with the reading section. So see you next time on Tuesday. Yes, Noor. Yeah. Okay, Noor. Yes, I'll do that. Just 1 minute. So thank you very much, guys, and have a nice night. Goodbye. Yes, Noor, this is the conversation. This is the conversation you are. Okay, bye-bye, guys.